Measles, pertussis, polio, seasonal flus, and even current COVID-19. What humanity overcame and tried with the most safe vaccines, anti-vaxxers have actively voiced their opposition to vaccination over the past decades in the United States and internationally. Starting from the 18th century in Great Britain, smallpox vaccinations were conducted by injecting cowpox blisters to patients' skin. Anti-vaxxers strongly objected to government's over-sanitization and the safety of the practice, with claiming their religious beliefs. With rapidly growing suspicion and concern over the vaccine, often referred to as the devil's work by the public, this anti-vaccination movement spread across the country and internationally. United States anti-vaccination sentiments, especially with measles, were supported by celebrities such as Jenny McCarthy, Alicia Silverstone, Rob Schneider, and Robert De Niro using messages to influence parents to avoid vaccination, particularly in claiming a link between vaccinations and autism. Political leaders also played a role in spreading information. Donald Trump shared his anti-vax messages on his social media. Growing number of parents disapprove the safety of the vaccine, believing that the rate of side effects aren't valid, but moreover opposes society's ongoing pressure. From the debate show Middle Ground, Melissa shows her personal belief as an anti-vaccine activist and a responsible parent.
I didn't step forward for that because I don't like the assumption that if a child is unvaccinated, somehow they are of risk to everyone. And also knowing that vaccinated individuals can also be carrying and spreading diseases, I think it's very polarizing to separate the two as if you're vaccinated, you're totally fine. You're not risking anybody anything. Unvaccinated children don't just have diseases hanging out in their bodies waiting to unload at any moment. Anybody could be spreading diseases, especially things like polio and pertussis that are not completely covered by the vaccine.
Some believe liberty outweighs safety, claiming that the vaccination is also a right to opt. Stacy from Austin, Texas, shares her personal anecdote of vaccines.
My attitude with life as well as vaccines is that if you believe in it, you push for it. It's hard for me. Yeah. It's hard for me to think of a future where other children would lose their rights and continue to be injured when none of us knows why.
Whereas the majority of states have passed legislation upon vaccination exemptions, states such as California, Mississippi, Maine, and West Virginia have continued their protests and appeals for their rights of vaccination exemptions. The ongoing trend persists in contemporary society. In 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic spread around the globe, the anti-vaccine movement popularized especially in the United States. Almost 70% of the population claimed that they are concerned about the safety of coronavirus vaccines due to the distrust of the federally funded drug companies such as AstraZeneca and Novavax, which they were paid billions of dollars to manufacture vast amounts of doses without clinical trials or accumulating definitive data. There are clear reasons behind the anti-vaccine beliefs, such as support from the leader of their country, existing cases of side effects, as well as the distrust of the process of manufacturing vaccines. In addition, it is ultimately an individual's choice to take the vaccination or not.